NBA referees are once again a point of contention after the debacle that happened on Saturday night in Boston's TD Garden between the Celtics and the Lakers. LeBron James was clearly fouled on a game-winning layup attempt with just seconds left. No foul was called. The Celtics will go on to win in overtime. Let us know in the comments if you have an issue with that foul call and an issue with NBA refs as a whole this season. Let us know in the comments, but drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And shout out to our guy right here for a dope comment on a recent video. But Matt, man, I'll toss it up to you, man. What's up with these NBA refs, man? Do we have a problem on our hands? And if so, how do we fix it?
I think we do. I mean, I think we've had a growing problem with officiating just in general in all sports. And I think the biggest issue comes from a lack of accountability in any professional league as far as what the officials have to deal with afterwards. I mean, there's some ways where, usually bad officials or officials that are deemed bad don't get to go and move on and ref in the postseason. But there have to be ramifications right away, especially because these games matter. I mean, the Lakers aren't in the playoffs right now. They could have used, that was a huge win on a tough road series that they had.
Imagine if the Lakers missed out on the play-in at season's end by one game.
Yeah.
Imagine. Just imagine.
Well, and also, that would be such a momentum builder. You have Anthony Davis back.
That would have been a huge win.
The best team in the league.
Huge
win. And you don't get the chance for LeBron to at least get to the line and try. I think that's a huge issue. I know there's talk about adding a challenge. I would 100% agree with that. If they could do it like football where you get 2 challenges at the very least, that's important. And you need to change what you can challenge, because the reason they couldn't challenge that, I believe, is because you can't challenge a no call at all if there wasn't already a foul called. So there's got to be a bunch of different things the league does, and we haven't even gotten into the sensitivity of the refs as far as technical calls, because I talked about that on our Triple Threat basketball show. It's ridiculous. There needs to be changes from the league.
There has to be changes. And again, this is not an isolated incident that happened on Saturday night between the Celtics and the Lakers. This has been a season-long issue with NBA referees. Missing calls, missing critical calls late in games. And as you mentioned, the sensitivity to stuff. When you make a bad call, you have to understand that players who entire livelihoods ride on that call potentially or might be upset with you if you make the wrong decision.
Absolutely.
And again, a lot of that feedback results in technical fouls, which is another misstep by NBA referees. And here's where I would go with this. We know every single thing about every NBA player, what they do between those lines. You can go from the advanced stats to the box score stats to how many minutes a player plays
to the fan stats from the people who have way too much free time on their hands.
To everything. We need that same energy for NBA referees. There needs to be a tally in terms of right calls, missed calls, how many calls you make if you're a referee, so we could actually look at this every game, every week, and judge these referees on how well or how bad they're doing their job.
And how certain teams do with certain refs.
Absolutely.
I believe Snoop Dogg was the one that tweeted out that one of the lead officials for that Celtics game, he's like, the Celtics are like 36-2.
That's something that should be looked into.
And those are partially playoff games also.
Absolutely.
This is huge.
And if you can get to numbers like that, you could place that referee in a game where he's not calling Boston Celtics games. And again, even if it's just a coincidence, I think it would make everybody feel a little bit better, if that ref wasn't doing games for a team that, is nearly unbeatable when he referees.
And the problem is that this is not something that is like brand new. I mean, there were issues and controversies with refs before as far as fixing games. There's that famous one where CP3, I forget which ref it is, but every time this one ref is Scott Foster, every time he's calling a game for CP3, Chris Paul seems to lose.
And also too, that's a good point. And also too, with the emergence of legal gambling and sports gambling, particularly with the NBA and the NFL having partnerships with sports books, I really do think that there needs to be more accountability for referees who literally and a lot of times hold a game's result in their hands. So for all those reasons, some changes need to be made to NBA referees and how they're judged particularly. Let us know in the comments how you would like to see that be remedied moving forward. And let us know also.
You guys see this, Scott. Hang on. You see that?
Oh, nope.
You see that?
Tee him up. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, man.
Unbelievable. I'm just trying
to let us know in the comments, man. Shout out Pat Bev. Shout out that boy Bron for still going to the rim tough. But let us know in the comments, man. We'll catch you on the next episode of Simple Questions. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out our other videos and don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below while you're at it. Also, for more great and original content, head right over to bvmsports.com.